How to complete your annual registration tasks. To begin, go to the VIT's homepage. Make sure you use a Chrome or Firefox browser because other browsers may not be compatible. Click the blue Sign In button. Select My VIT Login. Your username is the email address listed on VIT's system. If you've forgotten your password, you'll need to create a new password by clicking on Forgot Your Password. This is the home page of your MyVIT portal. When you come to do your annual registration tasks, you'll see the button at the top marked Complete Annual Registration Tasks and Pay. Click the button. You see some information about continuing your registration in the coming year, making renewal declarations, updating your criminal record check if required, and paying your fee. It also tells you how to cease your registration if you're leaving teaching. Click Next. This page asks you to nominate whether you currently undertake or intend to undertake any paid or voluntary child-related work other than your teaching. If you click Yes, you'll receive an email approximately within 24 hours about how to declare that information to Working with Children Check Victoria. If the answer is no, click No and Next. Here are the modules that you need to complete. You've already completed the Renewal Pathway module, so it shows a green Review button. The other modules you need to complete are currently showing a blue Update button. If you're due to complete your 5-yearly criminal record check, you'll be required to complete additional information relating to your name and address history and provide consent. The next module is Contact Details. Click Update. Here you see your contact details as listed on VIT's system. Scroll down the page and you can either update the details by clicking Update My Details, or if the details are correct, click My Details Are Correct and click Next. The Contact Details button is now green Review. Next, you need to complete Recency of Practice. Click Update. Since the 1st of October, have you maintained recency of practice by engaging in at least 20 days of teaching, educational leadership or equivalent practice? If you have, click Yes and Next. From the drop-down boxes, you'll need to select the context, time fraction, and which option best describes your current employment. Click Next. The Recency of Practice button is now green Review. If you haven't maintained recency of practice by engaging in at least 20 days of teaching, educational leadership or equivalent practice, at the previous step you would have clicked No and Next. Then you'd be asked if you have completed one of the following: 40 days in 2 years, 60 days in 3 years, 80 days in 4 years, 100 days in 5 years, or none of the above, along with the questions about context, time fraction, and which option best describes your current employment. If you choose none of the above, then click Next. Read the information. At this point, you can either cease your registration by clicking No, or you can choose to move to non-practicing registration by clicking Yes and Next. If you have chosen non-practicing registration, you'll see a new module appear, Apply for Non-Practicing. To apply for non-practicing, click Update. Read the information about non-practicing registration and click Next. Make the required declarations by ticking the boxes and click Next. Read the information and click Finish. If you then decide you want to cancel that request for non-practicing registration, click the green Review button and click the option Cancel my application for non-practicing registration and click Next. Then click Finish. If you indicated that you successfully completed your Recency of Practice Days of Teaching, click the Update button on the Professional Learning module. Since the 1st of October, have you completed at least 20 hours of professional learning that references the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers? If you have, click Yes and Next. Complete the Professional Development Survey by selecting an answer and clicking Next on each page. If you had answered no to completing 20 hours of professional learning that references the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers since the 1st of October and then clicked Next, you'll be asked if the impact of COVID-19 prevented you from meeting these requirements. If you answer yes and click Next, read the information and click Next. If you answer no and click Next, you can either apply for non-practicing registration or cease your registration. The final module is Suitability. Click Update. There are a series of suitability questions relating to professional history, impairments, charges or convictions, reportable conduct, working with children check, and suitability panels. You need to answer each one and click Next. If you answer yes to any of the questions, it doesn't mean you're going to automatically lose your registration. Sometimes there might be additional questions to answer. You might be required to provide some additional information or upload some documents. If you answer no to all the questions and click Next on each page, the Suitability module will be completed and marked Green Review. Click Submit. Tick the application submission boxes and click Next. Your payment details will appear. Provide your details and click Make Payment. You'll receive a receipt. Click Finish. You can log in to your MyVIT account and view the status of your application at any time. VIT will now assess your application and may request additional information. Submission of this application does not mean your registration has been approved. VIT will advise you of the outcome. You're not required to do anything further at this stage. Click Home and you can see your registration details.